Support WrestleTalk!
Donate on Patreon.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am Luke Owen. Next Thursday sees All Elite Wrestling's next rally, which will be a ticket announcement pool party for their Double or Nothing show, which takes place on May 25th. The rally will take place at the MGM Grand Hotel, with Brandi Rhodes posting on Twitter that she could be bringing more of the female talent that they have signed with the company to the event. Following the last AEW rally in Jacksonville, it was reported that WWE were aggressively trying to sign a lot of female wrestling talent from around the world to boost their own division and, more importantly, stop them signing elsewhere. It was reported last week that WWE have signed British wrestling stars Kaylee Ray and Viper, but a new report says another popular star on the independent scene has actually turned down a WWE offer in order to sign with All Elite Wrestling instead. Dave Meltzer has reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio that AEW have signed Bea Priestley, who has wrestled all over the world and held various titles in promotions like Defiant and WOS Wrestling. Priestley is also the real-life girlfriend of never openweight champion Will Ospreay, but the current speculation is that Ospreay will not be signing with AEW and will instead sign a new deal with New Japan. If this report is to be believed, and Meltzer is pretty much on the money when it comes to his AEW reports, we will likely see Priestley at the AEW rally next Thursday. Someone else who will most likely be at that ticket announcement party is former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega, who has been heavily linked with All Elite Wrestling since its announcement at the start of this year. While many have been expecting an announcement of Omega joining AEW since it was reported his New Japan contract was expiring either at the end of January or the start of February, many fans speculated that Kenny could show up at WWE's Royal Rumble because, well, we're wrestling fans and that's what we do. But the idea that Kenny Omega will be signing on the dotted line with All Elite Wrestling and not WWE seems to be more reality than speculative fantasy, going by the end of this week's Being the Elite, which featured a post-credit scene where Matt Jackson was talking to a mysterious person who has just found their phone and, well, didn't Kenny Omega lose his phone last week? Revealing at the end that, oh my, there's an app that helps you with wedding planning! Oh, no, right, the timer. And yes, it is counting down to February 7th, 2019, the same day as AEW's ticket announcement party at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And get yourself ready, folks, as we're about to head into Speculation Station. Last week it was reported that current Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey could be leaving WWE following WrestleMania 35, not because her contract was up, but because she wanted to start a family and needed time off in order to do that. But according to Pro Wrestling Torch, who do have over 3 decades of solid wrestling reporting, there is another big name leaving WWE after WrestleMania. Wade Keller of Pro Wrestling Torch is reporting Dean Ambrose has given his notice to WWE and he will be finishing up when his contract expires at the end of April. He broke the news to management this weekend, including directly in a meeting with Vince McMahon after being offered a new contract and a raise weeks ago. Keller writes in his report that Ambrose has been long frustrated with the creative direction of his character and that he reached a breaking point recently. The report says that Ambrose has told WWE he is not interested in negotiating the matter further, with Keller speculating that WWE could write him out of storylines before WrestleMania, which he argues explains his unceremonious elimination from the Royal Rumble and his clean loss to Seth Rollins on Raw. Keller's source says that one of Ambrose's biggest gripes in the company is that he hates hokey, and a lot of his character has been built on that as of late. Speaking about the subject on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer, who as of now is not backing up this report but certainly believes it could be true, has said that Ambrose being frustrated makes sense as he doesn't like doing scripted interviews and he gets mad when he has to do hokey things. And before people can jump on the All Elite Wrestling rumor train, Meltzer adds the first conclusion people will come to is AEW, but I don't know anything about that. I have not heard his name, but there is a lot of stuff that is trying to be kept secret, although I'm not sure they're looking at taking too many names from WWE. And before we get out of here, we wanted to say a big thank you to all of our new pledge hammers over on Patreon, and a shout out to all of you that took part in our new Wrestle League. And as you will most likely be aware, because Ollie and I lost season 0 of Wrestle League, we will now have to do a music video of a wrestler's theme song, the poll for which is now live. But which track will it be? This is the greatest love I've ever known. I'm an ass man, bow bow. I'm an ass man, bow bow. and I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight. Did Candice Michelle even have a theme song? How does that go? You can vote in that poll by becoming one of our pledge hammers on Patreon by clicking the link on screen right now. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.